Maintaining the cleanliness of your CAD drawing is good practice. This is especially true if you have a large, complex file that you've been working on for a long time. A clean drawing makes sure your file runs quickly and smoothly by getting rid of errors and redundant data. It also makes it much easier to work with in collaboration with others. In this video, we'll learn how to remove unused data with the purge command, remove errors with the audit command, and how to remove redundant objects. First, we'll look at the purge command. I recommend starting with purge as its purpose is to remove unused blocks and layers, meaning further cleaning commands down the line have less information to process. To access this command, head down into your command line. Type purge, then hit enter. A window pops up. On the left side is a tree of items. If you want to purge only certain objects, you can check any of these items here. We want a full clean, so we won't be checking any of those. In the Options section, check everything except confirm each item to be purged. Otherwise, a dialog will appear for every item you can purge. If your file is large, this can be time-consuming to click Purge for each individual item. The Purge All button will be clickable if there are purgeable items. Sometimes you'll need to click Purge All several times before it grays out. When it grays out, that's when you know there is no longer anything to purge. Close the window when you're finished. Next, we want to run a secondary purge. The secondary purge is specifically for registered apps, regapps for short. Regapps are bits of code embedded into Civil 3D objects from other applications. Sometimes when an object is removed, the associated regapp is left behind. As you can imagine, remaining unused regapps can bloat up your drawing file size. This command is only available in the command line. Type -pu and hit enter. That's the shortcut for it. Down here in the command line, you can see a list of options for a secondary purge. You can also see these options in the drop-down menu appearing next to the cursor. We're after regapps specifically, so type R and hit enter. It will ask you for names to purge. The asterisk here means it will purge all regapps. Hit enter to accept. Next, it will ask if you want to confirm each purge, just like the option in our standard purge from before. We're going to choose no, so type N and hit enter. If you expand your command history here, you'll be able to see a list of regapps that were purged. If you want to know what your deleted regapps do, you can always refer to this list and search up the names. Any regapps that your file is using will not be purged. For that reason, you can generally purge aggressively with no problems. Now that we've cleared redundant data, we can now check for and remove errors in the file using audit. The kinds of errors audit looks for are encoding errors. These are errors that accumulate over time in your file. They can come from deleting complex objects, bad objects, or plain mistakes. The easiest way to launch audit is once again through the command line. Type audit and hit enter. In the command line, it will ask if you want to fix the errors. Type Y and hit enter. Next, we can use more basic commands to remove leftover objects. First up is quick select. Type qselect in the command line and hit enter. This command is good if you know exactly what you're looking for. Let's say we're looking for extra alignments we don't need. In object type, pick alignment. In operator, choose select all. This will select every single alignment in the drawing. Let's say my drawing is only supposed to have 5 alignments. As you can see in the command history, it says I have 7 alignments selected. My selections are highlighted on screen. That way I can see exactly where each alignment is and which ones are extras. Now I can select the extras and delete them. Our final check is to do a zoom extents. This makes sure we don't have random objects way outside of our project. Type ZE in the command line and hit enter. Since our project is zoomed way out, we know that there's something floating around that's not supposed to be there. Because zoom extents gives you the widest view possible in the window while containing all objects in view, we know that extra objects are somewhere on the edge. So I'm going to use a selection box to grab them. Repeat until your project shows in the window the way you expect it to. And that's the basic gist of how to keep your drawings clean. Now, sometimes, despite our best efforts, our drawing will still get corrupted in the worst case scenarios. In that case, we would use a different method, which I'll talk about in a different video. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.